Hi guys, I'm Niels with another logic tip for you today. I want to talk about how to save files in Logic. And there's a couple different options that sometimes some of my clients and maybe you also might get confused about, so I want to clarify this right now. I have a session here, has a bunch of different elements, audio files, has MIDI files, has samples, and actually Apple loops, all kinds of stuff. So if I want to save it for archiving or to send it to another client, I want to make sure they get everything that's in this session. So let me show you what the dialog looks like. If I save as, and we're going to save this as, let's put this in here. I'll call this file demo1. And you see I have these options. I can organize as a package, as a folder, and copy following files into your project. All these options. Now, if I don't do anything and just save it as a folder, which was the original structure, I'll get this. It saves it for me. Logic demo, demo1, and it creates a folder structure. It has audio files in it, see, and it has the logic file in it, beautiful. Freeze files is if you run out of power and you want to basically pre-process some files so you can disable the plugins. Logic will do that for you, and so on a weak system you can still play back all the files. But if you don't do it, there's probably an empty folder. Now, there's one thing, since we didn't check anything, check out the difference. I have, if I select all these files, there's 13 items right here. However, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 audio files. It didn't save everything. And that's always tragic because you think you're sending all the files, but it's something missing. Now let me go revert back. So I have the session open again. This time I'm going to call it demo2. And I'm going to include all these audio files, all the samplers and the ultra-beat data and the impulse responses. Everything I might have used. I didn't have a movie in there, so I don't need to check that. So now when I look at demo2, it has all these subfolders. It has all 15 audio files. It has also the impulse response, which is the information for the reverb you might have used, the logic reverb that is, has some alchemy samples that I used, some sounds, has ultra beat samples, and another guitar, a drum sample. So all these sounds were missing from before. Now when I send that whole folder, my client or my partner will be happy. You can also see the difference in size is 294. And this file was, get info, 254. You see you have files missing. All right. So make sure you check all these options. Now let me show you real quick what happens if we save it as a package. Now same thing, rule applies. I still want to include all the audio files, all the sampler data, everything goes into a package now. This package, we're going to call this demo3. And there it is. And it looks like there's just a logic session. Where are the audio files? Well, if you look at the size, it's 294. It's the same as that whole folder. 294. So where are these files? Well, they're all embedded in the logic file. So that's an easy way to send stuff to somebody else. They just click on it and everything you have checked will be included in this file. If you right click and show packaged contents, you see that the resources, media, here's all the audio files, the impulse responses, like the same folder structure we had before. but they're all wrapped up in one logic file called demo3. So for sending stuff around, that's probably the best way. One more thing I want to point out for file management. Before I save a session, and especially if I want to archive it or send it to somebody, I open up my project audio window. And I look at the files. I'm going to sort them by drive. Then it's really to see, you see these all on the same location, except these two files are not, they're somewhere else. And it's easy overlooked because these are the files, there was the 13 files that were included and the other two files were somewhere else. That's why they weren't included in the original logic session. So for this purpose, I would just move or copy, actually probably copy them into the same folder. Audio files folder, that's where they're so. I want to change the reference. Yes, I want the logic session to know where they are. See, and now they're all here in the same folder structure. And then you're safe to save, as we're saying. So I hope that clarifies some things about how logic saves stuff. And you know, tune in for another logic tip in a couple of weeks. I'll have more to come. And I'll see you then. Please subscribe to the channel if you like it. If you have questions, post comments below. And I will see you around here. Peace.